Yes. Fine,
Dami.
thank you. Well, I've been listening on the background, and I really don't want to say anything until the last two caller called, and I felt so bad and
Compelled
angry
to,
that
okay.
I mean, it's. I'm beginning to think that a lot of us just talk about this country, not that we actually love the country. We don't.
Should be me, I don't talk
Especially
before. But I mean, they
Southerners.
call they see, Dami, I don't talk am. Now, me go, they sound like, why are you saying that? Stop saying that. I said, I'm saying the reality. The truth is that there's
It
no
is the
real
reality.
any
I
of
don't
us
think we
that
love the country.
genuinely love Nigeria. And if there are those who love Nigeria genuinely out of ignorance, they are in the minority. They are insignificant. But we have majority pretending to love a country. Go on, Dami.
Exactly, because if you love the countries, there are some things you should not even say. There are some things that you should not even saying is going too far about it. There are some things you should not even imagine. Someone of probably 80-something years old, he has messed the country up so badly as it
is. It will be 84 by 2035.
And you somehow
will be a Nigeria.
You
remember how they mock you? How Africans they mock you when Atiku was declared. Do you remember that time? Ghanaians, South Africans, Kenyans. I say, see what Nigeria, see Nigerian ex-president.
I felt so bad for myself. I felt so bad for the country.
Oh my.
Like, so Tinubu 80 plus messed up the country, and now you want Atiku, who will also be 80 plus at the time, to come and mess up the country again. I mean, is it that we have amnesia or we are just stupid? I'm sorry for the use of word, but please let me just
question.
voice out my anger.
You are not abusing anyone. You're asking a question.
Okay, this is it. Have we all forgotten that it was Atiku, not even Buhari or Tinubu, that actually truncated Jonathan's second time?
100%. For his ambition.
That? For his ambition. Yes. Because if Atiku stood behind Jonathan, whatever routes me at Amici or whoever all those guys think they are, whatever they want to do, will still not be able to uproot that guy from Aso Rock. Now look at what has happened to us since that guy has left Aso Rock. So now we are all shouting that we want new breed of politicians, sensible people to come into power. And now we want somehow Atiku should come on board and Obi should settle. See, if it is that case, whatever will happen should happen. Tinubu should just continue. Kilo shelegon.
Like, come on, what's happen? Like, they will say, what's in Nigeria do?
Oh, come on.
Maybe say all this unfortunateness are what the people are wishing on the people. Like, people have no choice. 200 million people have no real choice. And you want to go somewhere and say you are a proud citizen of that place, but you don't get shame new, except person will not get real shame.
Honestly. You see, Mr. Mayegun, yesterday when you were having your program, I was listening in and my wife was beside me, and she saw how angry I was about a lot of things. She came to me and said, "Okay, what's your problem? We are out of this place already now." I'm like, see, even if I'm out, it is still my country.
Until it is not.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, wherever you are, even if you have citizenship or anything, bro, your country is still your country. Do you want to come back to these foolish people still doing this rubbish?
Like even that one should motivate anybody and say, do you want to go back? Do you love going back to a place that you don't feel safe? Do you love going back to a place that all these things you are seeing go through? Do you want to go back in there in a way? And if your answer is no, go on, Dami.
It's really frustrating anymore. I don't understand it anymore. You saw a coalition spring up, and there is a kind of unsettled political camp everywhere. Wiki has got Tinubu and his guys are have said 1,001 million things after them, and you don't still see that something good is coming from somewhere. Some people even came and said, we now want to follow what's this guy's name? El Rufai. We want to follow. Listen, at some point in politics and anywhere in life, there is something called compromise. If it takes that you want, come on, do it. The caller said something. He said if Atiku was the one that had the votes Obi had, they would not have been able to steal that election. I agree with him 100%, but I'll correct him on something as well.
Right.
If Atiku and the Northerners that helped Tinubu rig the election had supported Obi, it would never have happened.
It won't. Because technically, right? Technically, right? Atiku agreed that he was also rigged out. Atiku was given more votes. So if Atiku being the one who has more votes, like as they put it, is a thing, Tinubu shouldn't become president by now. 6.8 million is what they gave to Atiku. 6.2 they gave to Obi.
It shouldn't.
But it is the person who came third that is the real problem. The person who came second didn't even push any push. If not for one of the obedient that even went to go and help them get what they got from the Chicago State University, David Undeyi. Atiku and his gang, they just talk like all of us when they talk about Tinubu's drug dealing and all of that, until Undeyi decided to start that digging. And Atiku took the chance of that as well to say, well, let's use that. So you get what I'm trying to say here, that if people say if it was Atiku that they rigged out, but they rigged Atiku out, there's no protest in the name of Atiku anywhere.
There was nothing he was able to do. Yes.
Never.
So
that theory is flawed then.
It's flawed, very flawed.
For anybody to say that
our
if it was
right now
is flawed, I get that now.
It is flawed. Sir, what should be our focus right now is everybody should just support Obi. I know something is going to happen. If they go into primary, sir, Obi is going to lose. He is going to lose the primaries.
But he will lose if those within their rank actually want him to. I mean, Bokwari had no money to share. Remember, that time, Atiku was sharing $5,000 to delegates.
That's exactly what I want to say.
Tifnumbu, Amechi, and others, they were sharing $3,500. But the fact that those who already wanted Bokwari, they just needed some little change. So they were able to just collect 3,500 and left Atiku's 5,000. I don't know if some of you remember the story though. It was very prominent then.
Exactly.
Right?
We remember everything. But if we have to go by what the system wants today, and Obi goes into a primary with those guys, he's going to lose because he doesn't have the money to spend.
They will ease him out.
But if all of us are shouting on top of our voices now that yes, Obi has joined you people in the coalition you said you are forming, and it is that Obi we want, they will be forced to leave whatever the system wants to what the people want, because they already know now that there is no coalition without that guy. They know.
I know. Anyway, let me take one more before I go. Brother?
In fact, you're doing a good job. I'm just angry about this whole thing.
I know. I said when Mr. Victor was talking, I was like, man, look at the phone. Everybody, the whole thing was like going up like boom, 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 boom. I was like, nah. Anyway, Dami, you should have a wonderful afternoon. Okay, brother. Nice one. So I'm going to take one more, and we are going to call it a noon. My time is meant to be up right now, but why not? Let's have one more. 1 sec. Let's see. But see, if you are watching this on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, right? Please do me that honor and like the broadcast, because we are going to wrap it up in another 5 minutes. Our last caller, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello,
the great political analyst.
Really? Thank you.
Yes.
How are you?
I would like to let you know I'm good. My name is Florence Omorege. I'm calling
Oh,
from New Jersey,
my
in the
lady,
United States.
Florence. Is that all right if I call you Florence, ma'am?
Yes, that's okay.
Beautiful. So,
Fine.
you are our last caller, and it will be wonderful to hear your take on this. Please.
All right then. Okay.
Thank
I'll
you.
tell you this, Maegun.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am very worried. I am very worried about the coalition. I do not have confidence in it. Why?
Right.
I don't have confidence in it because of the kind of the characters of the people involved, apart from Peter Obi. Those other people, I believe, are sneaky by nature. Okay, I feel like we are working with people we cannot trust, who have no integrity. And quite honestly, I'm particularly, and so I'm particularly concerned about two of them, Atiku and El Rufai. It's. I understand when they say that we need the numbers, we need the coalition. That is the only chance that Peter Obi has. I understand that. I understand that when they say we have to work together with, I understand that perfectly.
Like you have to do a little bit of a compromise in order for you to indeed tackle or pull down an evil regime as it is.
I understand. But the problem here is this: these other people have not changed, as far as I know. Atiku still has a stacks of dollars. He's gonna top from the $100,000 he was offering to what do they call them, constituents or whoever last time. He's gonna top it.
The delegates they are called.
The delegates,
because those ones, there's nothing you will tell them. Majority of them have seen other parties, and most of them are going to be coming from all these other parties. They are also career delegates themselves. Every 4 years, this is their own job. You can't now come around and say, "Oh, it's because of Obi, we are not giving you money." Really?
You're right about that. That's correct. And then we have sneaky Rufai, who, I mean, how I don't understand how this is going to work. I'm so scared. I really am. I know what I went through. I was one of the people who actually cried after all the. Can you imagine waking up at 4 a.m. and we're being told that
they've declared somebody winner?
The ticket has been at 4 a.m.
Like it's
that was when I knew.
Not just 4 a.m. A week after that you voted, that people voted. A week after 4 a.m. A week after election. Okay,
and those people are still there. Nothing has been done about the INEC chairman.
No.
He's still the same person there. So what are we expecting to change? Come on, people.
Now let me quickly allay your fear a bit, right? Without much like promising. All right. So from what I have heard, you see, this is their coalition they are putting together. Before the end of the year, everybody will begin to know who is going to be their candidates. And from the beginning of next year, they have all these push, protest, shutdown that they've lined up. Just the same way they did to Jonathan then. You will begin to see series of events. But right now, they are still trying to, because they are also being careful from what I heard though. They said they are being careful because Tinubu is not like sleeping. They are doing everything possible to make sure that this also never happens. But Obi said he is aware of these guys and he just want to make use of the bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you trust him, do you think you can still probably like, silence your fear? Just a question.
No, no. No.
That your concern remains valid until proven otherwise.
Exactly. I'm not going to go through what we went through last time.
No.
When he came out and said people shouldn't go out and fight. I respect that. He didn't want anybody's blood on his hands.
No.
But that, and that cost a lot of people. Do you know what people went through actually when they supported him? A lot of people lost their businesses, their lives were threatened, and so many things happened. Okay, fine. But my question is he ready for the fight? Because there's going to be a big one. They're going to surprise him. You see how Tinubu manipulated everybody?
I know.
We were all saying that he was going to drop dead.
Yeah, my lady.
He was going to buy. He was ready to buy any minute. Next thing, after all the ballot blew and we were all going black, look at how this man just played everybody.
I know.
And they think it's going to be that easy. And they're not we don't know what strategies they have, quite honestly. But my point is this: look. Do you know when people who don't like you come together to bring you down? It's not because they like themselves, but they just want to. That's how I see these other people. I'm pained that we have no other alternative but this coalition. It's scary to me, and I want to my emotional and
don't worry, we can manage mental. That. Join my own group, okay? The group where the groups that is most of the time, right? We share them on and manage his expectation and our expectations, okay? You see all those concerns you have raised. Seriously, millions of people are as concerned as you are. And you know why they are? Because they still believe that something can still happen with Nigeria. And with Obi, they want to give it another shot or give it a last shot. I get it. But at the end of the day, you all believe that they all have to kind of like play the game that they set the rules by themselves, dirty and all of that stuff. But if Peter Obi swims in their midst, in the midst of these sharks and all that, and somehow is able to tame them to be on his side, well, that could be a beginning of a good thing. So your concern will remain valid, but your man is in the mix. Therefore, there's a sign, there's a chance. You know why your concern remains valid is because you may be 100% right. I have said it on this platform that this whole their coalition is about him. What if it was all about to lure him in and then kill his ambition, kill the momentum? But the guy said he knows them very well. He is not decamping to any ADC. He's not making any deal with anybody, and he's not leaving Labour Party. So which means he has his own plan too. So manage, your expectations and, like as usual, right? Pay attention to the happenings. What everyone is saying, when, where, they are also very important, that you don't miss anything.
And something else I'd like to add, please, if you don't mind.
Yep.
The MC Oluomos and all the other people on the streets, those people are still there.
Yeah, and even more powerful.
And if they could wake up as early as 4:30 a.m. going from school, I was born and raised in Lagos.
Bless you.
And then, even though I'm originally from Benin, now, like these same people who went from one side of the end of the street saying, "Emma Jadeo, if you know that you're not going to vote for Mama Tania Shini or whatever,
stay in your house."
Emma Jadeo, if you're not going to, And then people were harassed. They even harassed some Yorubas who they thought were from Igbo.
They don't look Yoruba because they smell nice.
But these people are still there. What are we going to do about them?
I know. Well,
that's why I said,
a lot of people are already saying, like you said, right? A lot of people have been saying these factors are still there. And if things has to be different, then people's approach must also be different. Obi or elders should not preach to them to be peaceful when they are being unleashed violence on, okay? Well, there is so much to unpack, all right?
Yeah.
Let them keep acting it up, putting all this information out there for us, while the rest of us continue to get enlightened, educated about them. And we'll see how this ends, ma'am.
Mayegu, finally,
yes, ma'am.
I beg your indulgence, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And then they have weaponized poverty. Now, people who are hungry, who are going to be sold, their votes are going to be bought for 10,000 naira, so that when they live there, they can stop by the market to buy gari and this thing for their families. What are we going to do about those people? Those are the people whose power is the power. You just
overpowered them by your number.
What are we going to do?
You see, if people come together for real, right? This is what I see to that too, right? If you come together because they can't buy millions of votes, you know that. Let me say this, right? If they are giving people 10,000 naira, right? And do you think if they need a vote of this local government, for instance, right? Do you think every vote is paid for like that 10,000 naira? No, they don't have the money. What do happen is that they will intimidate people and send those who are not going to support them away. But the few that will support them, right? They pay them. Then they now load the register, load the figure, declare themselves winner, and tell you to go to courts. But part of the strategy that people are saying that they are going to deploy, including that of the MC Oluwero and others, right, is that if people want to participate in the charade, and as much as people are saying that if they give them Obi, I'm quoting those ones now, if they give us Obi, you may get to a polling unit and see 1,000 people. If thugs see thousands of people, hundreds of people, heads. Even those they want to bribe, those who want to come and fight, everybody would either leave or just do what is supposed to be done there, which is vote and leave. Voters' apathy is what politicians have been banking on. That's why they will go out a night before election. They will bring Oro a night before election. They will bring thugs who are going to be driving around the streets, warning people early in the morning. They will begin to threaten people not to come out, because this strategy means the polling unit will never be populated. And they can come and keep those ones for them there and those not for them away, as we have seen in the video. So the solution is this. If people are interested indeed in that election, as they've said, then they would need to actually be out there, ma'am. Right? So thank you so much, Joe. Okay, my time is now up. I really want to make it up to everybody this evening, okay? And
thank you.
Yeah?
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of your morning. Lady.
You, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So our time is up, everyone. I want to say a big thank you to us. This is another segment of the brunch time, but the real prime time is later this evening. If you very much enjoy this, please like the broadcast, okay? And subscribe as well. Set your notifications on so that you won't miss anything. And you should join us again later this evening, 8 p.m. West African time, even though not UK day or Scotland, because it's almost the same. West African time. What? Don't worry. I'll see you later this evening. Enjoy the rest of your morning or afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Mayegun #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní àní ẹ̀sùnra
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.